Okay, so let me do a share screen.
Latoya coming in now.
Okay. Let's see, new share. Okay. Do you see the screen there of what we're doing today? Everybody
Yeah.
see
Miss
it?
Barbara.
Hello, how you doing, Latoya?
I'm okay.
All right, you don't sound okay, but
Mm-mm.
anyway, it'll get better. Okay, so let me say straight away, I'm not talking much today because I'm about to lose my voice.
Okay.
That
Okay.
means that you will talk to me, correct? Maureen, I heard that.
Glory days of bliss.
You have to be opposite then if you
No,
can't
no,
talk. You can't.
I'm serious. I'm about to go into
No, I'm saying,
laryngitis.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So if you can't talk, then we will all
Yeah,
talk to
I
you.
just drank some water that helped. Well, my last class, I had one student because others were out for various reasons. With one student talking, that meant that I talked more than normally.
Mm.
Okay, so let's get started. Okay, Maureen, you know how to define the degree of the polynomial, right? We said the highest exponent,
The highest exponent. Yeah.
right? So, which means you can answer number one, correct?
Yeah, the number one is C.
Okay, anybody got something different?
No, I got that.
Okay, so you got it, C, because you see 2x to the 8, that's the biggest exponent. Okay. Latoya, how many terms in number 2?
5B.
How
4.
many?
4A. I'm half
Wake up, Latoya, wake because each of these is a term, right? 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4.
Mhm.
Count the constant,
Yeah,
that's a term.
4A.
Yeah, so A, very good. All right, let's go to number 3. Now, to arrange in the standard form, and can you see okay, Audrey? Should I make it bigger?
It's a little fine.
Okay, I'll make it bigger.
Audrey, go get some glasses.
I already got glasses, but I think I need my stuff again.
No, I think it's her system. Okay, Audrey, can you
Let's see if
see
it
it
will
now?
zoom in.
Yes, I
Okay,
can see it.
now, when we put them in order, is it high to low exponent or low to high exponent, Audrey?
Let's put the high first.
I don't know who they give the things to.
The high first. Huh?
Okay, so it's high to low, right?
Yes.
And the lowest is usually, if there's a constant, it's the constant, right?
Yes.
Because the degree of a constant is what, Maureen?
A degree of a constant
Constant.
as a number.
What is the degree?
0.
A
Who
degree of
answers for
0.
Maureen? Who was that answers for Maureen?
It was me.
I thought it
Please,
was.
show that leg to me, please.
That's okay. Audrey tell you 0. Constant's always 0.
Like,
So you know the 0 will be last, right?
yeah.
The constant will be last. So that means you can eliminate. Which ones can you eliminate, Audrey? Which choices can you eliminate if you know the constant comes last?
Constant comes last.
Okay, wait a minute.
So A, B, C, D. Which of those choices can you eliminate as being incorrect? Audrey, you understand what I'm asking you? Audrey.
Not quite.
Okay.
Yep.
Maureen said the degree of a constant is 0. In the standard form, we go from high degree to low degree, which means any constants would be last when we put them in order. Knowing that, which of these choices can you eliminate is the can't possibly be the answer? A, B, C, or D?
Mm.
Constant is 0.
There are two of them here that cannot be the answer because the constant is coming first. What are they, Audrey?
The constant is coming first. -2.
No, the constant is the
It's not-
12.
So it's
Oh,
D,
yeah.
it's A and D.
Which one?
A and D.
No. I said
It's D, I think.
cannot, Maureen, not
I
can.
meant to eliminate.
Yeah, which ones can you just eliminate?
I said A and D.
No,
It's
Oh.
A, B, and C.
Latoya,
Jackie,
there are
did you have a
two you
thought
can
about the
eliminate.
statement
What
for
are
this?
they?
A and B.
Okay.
B and C, me mean.
B and C, that's
Right.
right. Because look at B and C, the
Mhm.
constants are coming first. Standard
Yeah.
form, the lowest should come
Yeah.
last. So it
Yeah.
can't be B or C, so you can throw those away. Now you between A and D,
Now I need to terminate it, not today.
right? Oh, Miss Beckles,
Mhm.
go to mute.
Hmm? Let me do it now before you.
Somebody text Miss Beckles, tell her to go to mute. Please, 'cause she's talking and she's not on mute.
No, I
Okay,
didn't-
so
For you,
which
you
one
know.
is it, Audrey? A or D?
D.
Audrey,
Hmm?
didn't we just eliminate B and C?
I says D.
What did you say?
D.
As in dog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said D as in dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why isn't it A? Audrey, why couldn't A be correct?
Because it is it has a positive.
That's right. It has a
Definite.
positive 4x to the 5th power, and here you have a negative 4x to the 5th. So answer D. Maureen, you okay?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Is that one? That's the one you picked?
I have picked A.
You picked A?
Yeah.
Audrey just told you why it could be A. What did she say, Maureen?
You guys have a positive, she says, somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, the 4x to the 5th is positive, but in the
yeah.
polynomial, it's a negative, right? Okay. Latoya, are you there?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Okay, I want you to solve number 4.
Mm.
I want you
Oh,
to solve
boy.
number 4 and tell us how you got your answer.
I
Can
don't
you see Audrey?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I don't have to make that bigger. Okay, Latoya, what's the answer for number 4? And how did you get it?
A rectangle has a volume. A rectangle is a 4-sided figure.
Correct.
It's and this one is a prism.
Okay,
So it said x to the 4th power plus 2 to the 3rd minus 8x to the 2nd power. Then I put it in parentheses.
okay, so you have the prism B. You just told me that. Let's just take that. Okay. Put it here. And what else did you do?
And x to the 4th, x to the 3rd plus 2x to 2x to the 2nd power minus 3.
Okay, now where did you put that?
And I minus it in parentheses
Oh, okay. All right.
on the bottom.
All
But
right.
then I change all this, I change the signs.
All right.
I had to change the signs from
Okay, so
Uh,
let's just
from
put,
minus to plus.
okay, because it says how much longer is the volume of rectangular prism B than the volume of rectangular prism A, which means B is the longest and A is the shortest. So you subtract the
Mm,
shortest
right.
from the largest. So when you did this, what did you get? What was your answer?
I get 8x plus x to the third, x to the fourth. I'm saying 8x, sorry. X
Okay.
to the fourth.
Okay, because we want to put it in standard form, right? You see you
Yeah.
have x to the fourth. Let's just copy that. Put it here. Okay. And what else?
Plus x to the third.
Okay. You want to tell, just in case somebody don't know how you got it, how did you get x to the third?
X to the third. I just bring down the x to the third because I'm placing them in standard form. But when I reach to 8 minus 8x to the 10, I combine like terms.
Okay, so let's just
That's what I do.
move this over. Okay. So we put the x to the third underneath the x to the third. So 2x to the third minus x to the third. So Latoya got just 1x to the third, right?
Yeah.
So that's plus and
That's right.
1x to the third. So let's just put that there.
We don't usually put 1x to the third. It's
One.
understood.
Yeah, that's like
one.
a default. So let's just put it here just for clarification. All right. Now what's the rest of it, Latoya?
And then I add my 8x to the second power plus my 2x to the second power. So it's gonna give a minus 10x to the second power.
Does everybody understand how Latoya got a minus
Mhm.
10x to the second?
Yes, I read the wrong answer too. Because they had it. It's okay. She said,
Audrey,
yes.
tell me how she got it. This is a 10. How did she get a 10?
We add the x. Let me see.
You do what?
She add the negative x. She changed
Right.
it to x to a plus. Yeah.
You
And
mean
add the
change the plus to a minus?
minus, right? And then she
Yeah.
add.
Okay, so because this minus in front of this means every sign changed. This becomes minus, this becomes minus, this becomes plus, right? So
Yeah.
a minus 8x to the second minus 2x to the second, Latoya got a minus 10x to the second. Now, what else do you get, Latoya? What's the rest of it?
Plus 3.
Maureen, how did she get a plus 3?
I don't know, Miss Barbara.
Okay, that means she's got to
Because of-
explain it to you. How did you get a plus 3, Latoya?
Because I change all the signs.
They just wrote the wrong thing.
Yeah, this minus
change
in
them.
front of this expression means that all the signs change. So this minus 3 becomes a plus 3. Maureen, got it? That's what Latoya just told you. This minus for the subtraction changes all the signs. This becomes minus x to the third, minus 2x to the second, plus 3. There's your answer. Questions? Questions, Audrey?
No, I looking for very right my card. You're in a different paper there with the wrong answer. No, serious.
Where did you go wrong on it?
Oh no, wait a minute. I must write the
Audrey
wrong number.
signs.
I was doing different pages, see, so I must write the wrong answer for the wrong thing. Hmm.
Because you had
I had one, I used some crazy number
Let's
there.
see what you had. I think did I write your answers down? Let's see. Okay, you had,
I think I written up a number 9.
okay.
I don't even know where I read it. I written so much different papers.
Don't feel bad, Audrey. That happened the last time I sent the wrong paper to Bob.
Mhm.
Let's see. I was trying to find Audrey's.
I'm trying
Audrey
to find
sent
it.
me
Yeah.
hers, and
It's Baba talks. What happened to your Latoya?
yes, yeah, I'm really shocked when you come in with answers, and then because most times you are right on the money. So Audrey, what was your answer? I was looking for your paper. I sent it to you. What was your answer on this?
Oh, man, I need to look for it now.
Okay, well, I have it. I sent it to you. I sent back what you sent to me, and then I sent what was correct. Okay. Any questions on number 4? This is a subtraction of polynomials. And remember subtraction, the expression to be subtracted, all signs change. So you
Mhm.
could just go ahead and change the signs and add. All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to number 5. Putting all this on the next. Okay. Now, is this an addition or a subtraction, Maureen? Number 5. Can you see it, Audrey? Should I make it bigger?
You on the left or the right?
Left.
There. Yes,
I'll
I
make
see
it
it.
bigger. Okay. Maureen, is this addition or subtraction?
Is it like a subtraction?
Audrey, is it addition or subtraction?
It's an addition.
Maureen, you see the plus sign there? It's polynomial expression plus polynomial expression. That's addition.
Mhm.
That's how you can tell if you've given 2 expressions, usually given in parentheses, right? So parenthesis expression plus parenthesis expression.
Oh,
All right. Now,
yeah.
okay. So you could do it vertical or you could do it horizontal. Now, Maureen, I want you to do this one. Do you want to do it vertical or horizontal?
That's a good one.
Now, which way do you want to go? I mean, you want to put this expression and the other one underneath it and add it, or do you want to just go across with the coefficients?
No, I want.
You want vertical?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's just take this. Latoya, you do yours both ways or you do vertical? And I think you do both. You do horizontal and vertical, right?
Yeah, I line up all my terms that I don't get confused.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, well, most people
'Cause when
do
it's
that.
long like this, it just get to be too much.
Yeah, you're right. It's better just to line them up. That way you can, because you don't always have all the terms matching. Because like here you
Yeah.
have what?
Confusing, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Here you have, let's just move this over because you have power of 3 here, right? And you don't have
See it.
4 here. So you have 3, you don't have X. And what I'll do, I'll just put this over. So it's,
Well, if I stop, can't see anything.
there it is, right? Put the,
Yeah, that's what I did.
and then you've got the -6.
Because if you're not careful, you mess up the sign.
That's true. That is so true. So Maureen, you said you wanted them lined up, right?
Yeah.
So now that means you can tell me the answer, correct? This is
What
an
is it?
add. You're adding these, right? Let me just put a plus here. Okay. And I'll just move that over. So that makes it easier because you're working with the coefficients, right? So, Maureen, tell me your answer. When you add it, what do you get? What's your first term?
4,
What is it?
a 4,
I don't see a 4. What's your first term that you put here when you add these two terms?
okay, let's just figure out that. My brain is functioning now.
Audrey, what's your first term?
The first term,
You're adding this
Term.
polynomial to
Yeah,
this
term.
polynomial.
Yes.
So you're summing
12.
it, adding it. So what would be your first term?
First term will be 12.
No.
Mhm.
Remember, you adding coefficients,
Or it's always
but notice you have x to the 4 here, but you don't have x to the 4 here. So
We'll bring it down.
x to the 4 plus 0 is what, Maureen?
0.
X to the 4th plus 0. Any number plus 0 is the number, whether it's a
4.
variable or whether it's a number. So what's x to the 4th power plus 0, Maureen?
4.
How are you getting 4? 4 plus 0 is 4.
4 and 0 plus 4 is 0.
X to the 4th plus 0. Let me just write it here. Okay. Okay, I ask you, what is x to the 4th?
It's x to the 4th.
Thank you, Audrey. X to the 4th plus 0. Okay. Put 0 here. And what's that equal to, Maureen?
0.
X to the 4th plus 0 equal what, Maureen?
4.
No. Any expression add to 0 is just the expression. Whether it has a power, whether it's just a constant, whether it's a variable. So x to the 4th plus 0 equal what, Maureen?
4.
Maureen, are you there? Maureen?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
So what's x to the 4th plus 0?
0.
0 plus 0 is 0.
4.
All right, Maureen, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, 4 plus 0. What is that equal to?
4.
4, correct, right? Okay, b plus 0. What is that equal to?
B.
All right. So you understand the concept. When you add 0, you get back just what you started with. So x to the 4 plus 0 would be equal to what?
4.
X to the 4th plus 0 would be equal to what, Maureen?
X to the fourth.
Yeah, it would just be x to the fourth. X to the fourth plus 0 would just be x to the fourth.
I see.
So any expression you add to 0, just give back the expression. Whether it's variables with power, with powers, whether it's just constants, you just get back whatever. It was ax plus 0, ax. 1000 plus 0, 1000. 500q plus 0, 500q. All right. 6 to the minus 4 plus 0, 6 to the minus 4. So that means that we just bring this x to the fourth down because it doesn't have a fourth power in that first expression. So we just take that. X to the fourth plus 0 is just x to the fourth. So that
Okay.
takes care of the fourth power because you only have it in this expression. It doesn't appear here. You could put a 0 if you like here, but we don't have to. Okay, now we've taken care of the x to the fourth. Now, Maureen, look at 4x to the third and a minus 8x to the third. When you add these two, notice this is plus, this is minus. You know your sign rules, you subtract. Take the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So what's a 4x to the third and a minus 8x to the third? What is that equal to, Maureen?
4x to the third.
Plus a minus 8x to the third.
Minus
Minus what?
4x to the third.
Very good, Maureen. Excellent. Okay, because you subtracted. And your biggest number is that 8. Absolute value. So this would be, let's just put it here. And that would be a 4. Right? Very good. Now, Maureen, now you're at your next power, and that's your 2, right? Okay. A minus 2x to the second. Now notice you don't have an x to the second here. So what would that be, Maureen? Minus 2x to the second plus 0. What would that be?
It'd be the same thing, minus 2x to the second.
Very good. You got it. Okay. So let's just put that there. Okay. Now we're at our x's. What's a plus 4x and a minus 9x?
Okay. That's a minus. Okay.
Remember, that's a subtraction because you got unlike signs. What's that equal to?
Be by minus 5x.
Very good, Maureen. You got it. Very good. Minus 5x. So the last thing is the constants. What's a plus 15 and a minus 6?
That'd be a plus 9.
Plus 9. Okay. Here's your answer. That's your answer.
Yeah, okay. No, I know that.
Okay. Audrey, what happened to you on that one? I think you had an error on that one.
I know what I did. I think that sign is what threw me off, I think. Them signs.
Yeah, you got to remember your signs. Now, this is a plus, so you don't change the signs of anything. You just follow the rules of addition.
Yeah.
Plus and minus, subtract. Plus, plus, add. Minus, minus, add. Okay, Maureen, good. So now, Maureen, you're able to do those, right?
Yeah.
If you line them up. That's the key, Maureen. Like when you line them up like this, put the like terms underneath each other, like Latoya was saying, okay?
Yeah.
Then it makes it easier to work with the coefficients. And you could leave it blank or you could put zeros, whichever way works for you. Now notice I
Okay.
didn't put anything here, but you could put 0. You could put a 0 here, you could put a 0 here. But if you just remember that if I didn't put anything, it's no term for it, and it's 0.
Okay.
Okay. All right, number 6. I'll make this bigger, Audrey. And I want you to answer this. Let's make this bigger.
I'm moving thing, yeah. I know.
Did someone text Miss Beckers to tell her to go to mute, please?
Yeah, if I can't stay.
Miss Becca's going to mute.
You gotta call her or tell her.
Oh, sorry, go to mute, sorry. I don't know
Yeah,
what just happened.
Miss Beckers, go to mute.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay. All right. Now, Audrey.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm putting this all on the other side. I made it bigger. Okay, which of the following polynomials has degree 4, 3 terms, 2 variables?
Variables.
3
So which
terms.
ones have degree 4, Audrey? Give me the choices that have a degree of
you have
4.
to focus, yeah. Um, uh,
Degree 4, which ones?
C and A.
What about B?
Yes, B has
E,
degree 4.
because the
Yes,
highest
B-
exponent, that's the
yes,
degree,
B,
right?
yes,
So
yes.
A, B, and C all
Yes.
have degree
has
4.
degree 4, yes.
Now, so, all right, this is how we can do it. All right. So we have A, B, and C degree 4. Now, which of these 3 have 3 terms?
C,
Only C. What about B?
yes.
B has 3
B
terms.
has 3 terms, yes.
So B and C have 3 terms. Now,
Yes.
of these 2, which one have 2 variables?
C,
C, that's right. And what are the 2 variables?
X and Y.
X and Y. Maureen, did you get that one
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So your answer would be C.
Uh,
ANSWRC. Okay, that's your answer. Answer C. But you see how we went down and now you don't have to do it with the steps like I did, but I was just showing you with degree 4, you could eliminate D. So it can only be between A, B, and C. And then when you say 3 terms, you can eliminate A because A has what? 5 terms.
Okay.
So now you're B and C, and then you say which one has 2 variables? Well, B only has X, but C has X and Y.
That's Y.
Got it?
Mhm.
Maureen, did you get that one correct?
yeah.
Okay. Latoya, number 7. Which one of these is not a polynomial and why?
Because I choose number D.
Why?
Because there's no division in polynomial.
That's right.
No
Did you all hear
division.
Latoya?
Yes, yes, yes.
I got the answer too.
Oh, wonderful, Maureen. Good. Yeah, because there's no division in these polynomials. Okay, so it can only be D. All right, let's go to number 8.
Yeah.
Latoya, did you miss this? It's the only one you missed, right?
Yeah, as my answer was B and I changed it to X. I was
Why
like,
did-
damn, I'm working from 100. I don't like getting on 90s.
Latoya, why did you change it?
Because we always second guess ourselves. It's human nature.
Maureen, what is the degree of this polynomial? What would you say, Maureen?
I had said 4.
You said 4? Why did you say
Yeah.
4?
I don't know. I just guess.
What would you say, Audrey?
I had 4 too, because I see that X.
2 and 2?
Oh, yeah. you're
3
right.
and 1? What about here? 2 and 3?
And I was looking at that all the time, but I just wasn't sure.
You didn't look here? You have a X to the second and a Y to
X
the
to the
third.
second
That's
and Y to the
5,
third.
right?
Right, yeah.
So like Latoya say, it's well, Latoya, not like Latoya said, but she had it and she changed it. But it's answer B.
It's B. X. Oh, yeah. X to the
Answer
third,
B,
X
because you
to the
have
third. 2.
4,
1 and
4,
2.
4, 4, and 5. 3 plus 2. Got it?
Why? Oh, I thought you can add it together.
Oh.
Yes.
Question?
I see now.
You see it now? See, it's easier to say, oh, it's 4. You say, oh, there's 4, there's 4. But you've got 8x to the second, y to the third, 2 variables, both with powers. You add those 2 together and that gives you the degree, the highest
Mhm.
exponents. And not always single, they could be added from variables, right? So 5. Just remember that when you're looking at the degree, add up the
I see.
powers of all the exponents and pick the one that's the highest.
But then it was only 2 degrees there. Then it got 6 to the power 2 y to the power 2.
Yeah.
X.
That's
Oh, I see.
4, right,
Yeah.
Maureen? That's 3 plus 1 is
Yeah.
4, and that's 4, like by itself, and that's 4. And of course, the constant is 0, right?
Oh, okay.
So the biggest is the 3 and the 2, 5, answer B.
Oh, I see.
You see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now we started on multiplication, right? Okay, let me put this on the next and make it bigger. Now, Audrey, how do you multiply polynomials?
Wait, do I have 5?
How do you multiply them?
You put in all the, multiply, you put all the, oh my gosh.
Well, this is a multiplier minus 2x. You multiply that multiplier minus 2x by everything
that is in
within
the
the
parentheses.
parentheses, right?
Mhm.
So that would be minus 2x times 2x to the second, minus 2x times minus 3x, minus 2x times plus 4. Got it? So if you, what's a minus 2x times a 2x to the second?
4x to the third
Plus or minus?
plus or minus.
Is it a plus or minus sign? You said a minus
Oh, it's-
2x.
Oh, yeah, minus.
Okay, so let me just do this. This is minus, because I said you multiply it by everything within the parentheses, right? So minus 2x, just break it down because I want you to make sure. Okay. Okay, so that's equal to, Audrey, you said what? Minus 2x, minus 4x to the second?
No, I said
Minus 4x to the
the
third.
third.
Yeah, so let's just put here 4x to the third. We're doing it for everything within the parentheses, right? So, okay. Then you take that same
2x to
minus 2x and multiply it by minus 3x. And what does that give you, Audrey?
6x to the second plus 6x to the second.
That's right. So let's just, let me just copy this. Because we want to multiply by everything that's like distributed in the multiplier. Okay. So minus 2x times a minus 3x. So this becomes minus 3x. And what is that equal to, Audrey?
6x to the second.
Yeah, 6x to the second. Okay, so let's just make that a 2. Now we've got that. Now we only have the 4 minus 2x times 4. So let's just copy. Minus 2x, and that's a plus 4. So let's just put the 4 in. What is that equal to, Audrey?
8 negative negative 8. No, plus 8.
What is it equal to?
Plus 8.
Minus times plus is what? What's the rule?
Plus
Unlike multiply to give you negative, unlike
negative 8,
signs.
negative 8.
So it'd be negative what?
Negative 8. 8.
Oh, x.
That's X. That's
Can't
X.
throw away the x now.
That's X.
Negative 8x.
X.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now just put those together, and what's your answer? Just take the minus 4x to the third.
Mhm.
All right, let's put that here. And 6x to the second.
6 second. Minus.
Okay, so that's plus.
It's x to the second.
Okay, and the last is what? The minus 8x. Right. Minus 8x.
Wow.
That's your answer.
Yeah,
Right.
plus.
Mhm.
Multiply everything within the parentheses and then just put them together. Minus 4x to the third plus 6x to the second minus 8x. That's your answer. Okay, we've got another problem, number 10.
So the answer is B, right?
So which one did that match?
9. Number 9.
Yeah, minus 4x to the third plus
Yeah.
6x to the second minus 8x. You're right, Maureen. That's B. Answer
Oh,
B.
see,
Yep.
I had that one right too.
Oh, you had it right?
Uh,
Did you have
wow.
that one right, Maureen?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So you know how to multiply polynomials. Okay. The multiplier multiplies by everything in parentheses when you have multiplying a term by a polynomial in parentheses. All right. Okay. Number 10. Audrey, how do you solve number 10?
Number 10. I think we multiply that, right? Let me get
Number of shirts is,
Okay.
you're right, Audrey, it's multiplication.
multiply.
That's the number of shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, 3x minus 5. So let's just underline that. And the price per shirt is 2x plus 1. Okay, so that's the price per shirt. So you're interested in price per shirt and number of shirts. So you pick out in your word problem what you need. You need number of shirts and you need price per shirt. Now, in words, Audrey, what is revenue equal to? Just tell me in words. In selling these shirts, what is revenue?
What you earn?
Don't give me the polynomial expression. Give me in words what revenue is.
It's when you sell something and you get a profit.
No. What, well, just using shirts and price per shirt. revenue would be equal to what
Uh-huh.
in selling these shirts?
The amount,
Profit?
If you know the number of shirts
Mhm,
and you know the price per shirt,
mhm.
how do you find the total revenue earned by selling these shirts?
You multiply.
You
You
multiply. You're
multiply
right,
the-
Victoria. What do you multiply?
You multiply the cost of the shirt by the amount you sell. I think
It's
that's what it is.
3x minus 5.
You multiply the number of shirts. Now, I just wanted to give it to me in words. You multiply the number
Okay. Number of
of
shirt,
shirts by what? The price per shirt.
price of the price, I guess. Yeah, the price.
I want you to think of it in words, and then you can just put the expressions they're given for these words. The
Mm,
revenue on the shirts is the number of shirts sold by the price per shirt. So number of shirts, and let me put here sold, times the price per shirt. Now you just need to put in what they gave you for the number of shirts. The number of shirts is 3x minus 5. So let me just call this R, revenue. Right? And 3x minus 5, right? 3x minus 5. And the price per shirt is 2x plus 1. Anybody remember how you do FOIL?
yeah.
Yeah. F
Yep.
first,
This
outer,
is
inner,
a
and
FOIL
last.
problem, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. First, outer, inner,
First,
last.
outer, inner, last. So what's the first two terms, Maureen? In both of these expressions, which one is the first one?
I got a clue, Miss Barbara. I can't remember how to do for it.
Oh, you okay. So 3x is the first one in this expression and 2x for this one. All right, Maureen. So you just put what? 3x times 2x. And what is that equal to, Maureen?
6x.
If 6 is correct, but when you multiplying, you add exponents. So this will be x to what power? What's the
Yes.
6x, but what power, Maureen?
And the second power,
That's it. Very good. The second power. Okay, so we put our 2 here. All right, because this is a 1 and this is a 1 and a 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, that takes care of our first in our FOIL. Okay, now let's go to outer. Okay, what are the outer ones?
3x and 1.
Okay, so outer you said the 3x and the 1, right? So let's just put 3x times 1. And what's that equal to, Audrey?
It's 3x.
3x, that's right, it's 3x. Okay, now, Maureen, what is the inner? What do you see in the inner? This is outer, this is inner. So what would that be, Maureen?
3x too.
No, this is inner right here.
Mm.
5 and 2.
enter the -5 and the 2x. So what would I write?
5x.
No,
No, 5.
-5, Maureen. Don't
Negative
throw away your
5.
negative.
-5.
-5 times what, Maureen?
2.
And what are you gonna throw away your x?
2x.
Gotta take the whole term, -5 times
Oh, yeah.
2x.
I don't know what happened there.
No. Okay. Each one of these represent a term. You can't break them up. This goes, you put -5 and then the term 2x. Now, Maureen, what is that equal to? A -5 times a 2x equal what?
A minus 2, a 3. 3x.
This is multiplication now, Maureen.
Oh, 10.
Plus or minus,
10x.
plus or minus.
Minus. Minus.
That's it. Very good. -10x. Okay. Now we at our last. Okay. Audrey, what are the last terms?
3. The last term is
This one and this one.
and 1.
So what would it be?
5, -5.
Yes, -5. -5 times what? Right here.
5.
What is it,
Oh,
Audrey?
yes, 5, 1.
Time
1.
1, yeah,
Yeah.
time 1. And
Yeah.
what's that equal to, Audrey?
5.
Plus or
-5.
minus,
Uh-huh.
plus or minus 5.
Plus or -5.
A -1
Okay.
times 1 is what?
Okay.
-5, right? Because it's
Right.
unlike
-5.
signs multiply to give you negative. So that would be
-5.
-5.
-5.
Now just put those all together.
6x
Okay,
to
you
the
got
second
6x
power,
squared.
6x,
Let's just take 6x to the second power.
10x.
Put it here. Okay. And we have 3x. Okay, so plus 3x.
Mhm.
Just put, okay. Plus 3x and minus 10x minus 10x and then minus 5. That's our answer.
3x, 10 -5.
Minus 5, and that's our answer.
Barbara, did I say that to you?
Did you said, did
I
you
did
have this
something.
one right?
I think I did.
I was, if I go out, I may be able to get back in. That's what, I mean, I have it on my computer because I'm trying to see if I wrote yours down somewhere. No, I sent it to you email,
Okay, I will check it.
but I don't think I wrote Latoya's down in the book, but she sent me hers first. But I got yours
Okay.
today, so I don't think I.
Maybe I missed something. I don't know. So I changed up something in it. I don't remember. I think it's 6x the second plus 10 plus 5 something like that. I do something there.
No, I was looking to see if you.
I think I missed something in there.
No, I didn't write it down yet. I don't think. But I had what you sent me. Wait, let's see. I think I put it in. Okay, here we go. You
What I have?
you had. Let's see.
I think I changed something.
Number 10. You had 6x to the second. And you had plus minus 5. That's
Oh,
what you
that's what
had,
I had?
Audrey. You had
Oh, my
6x to
gosh.
the second plus a -5.
No, no, I know I have here. See, I tell you, I wrote too much papers.
You
And I got
said
it right here.
earned
I
for
got that
selling
right here.
shirts. 6x to the second
Yeah.
plus a
Plus,
-5.
yes, plus same, that's -5. I got it right here. But right here on
That's
my other
that.
book.
I'm looking at what you sent me.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you say. Quite well. That's why I asked if I make a mistake. If I'm saying something different.
Oh, what you sent me was not what you had.
No, no.
Oh,
That's what you.
okay. Because
That's what
when I
different book.
saw
That's
that,
right.
I said, now she must have been copying something really fast because you had
Yeah.
6x to
So
the
I want to
second.
send it. I don't want to get my son to send it to for me because I am not really good at that. Sketching these pictures
Okay.
and all that stuff.
And then you
So I
say
was trying to
plus
him. Yeah.
a -5.
-5. Yeah. I got it right here on this
Yeah.
book.
Okay.
Oh, it's all right. I'll redo it.
Yeah,
Ah,
you had the -5 and you have 6x, but you didn't have the 3x and the
yeah,
-10x.
I'm understand right. But I got it here on the book. I got it here on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I copy off the work, you know.
Okay. But when you wrote it down as answers, you didn't copy
Right.
what you
I say
had.
wrong thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be careful with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions now on the homework?
I just got to focus on these negatives and positive. These
Yeah,
negatives.
you got to remember your sign
remember
rules.
sign.
I mean, I gave you the sign rules.
I got no here on the bed, you know.
Yeah, division
Yeah.
and multiplication are both the same.
Yeah.
Like signs multiply to give you plus, unlike multiply to give you negative. All right. If you're adding plus and minus, you subtract. Take the number with the greater absolute value to determine the sign. Okay, now let's go to polynomials divided by monomials. Now, this one, whenever you're dividing a polynomial by monomial, you divide each term of the polynomial by the monomial. So here's an example here. 12x to the 5th divided by 3x to the 2nd. Right, but this one is just, well, this is just a monomial over monomial. And when we're doing it with polynomials, you just break it up into monomials divided by monomials. So 12 divided by 3 is 4, and x to the 5th divided by x to the 2nd, subtract the exponent, so this gives you 4x to the 3rd. Questions on that one? That's just a monomial divided by a monomial.
Let me see.
So if you can understand that, you can apply that to dividing polynomials by monomials, because all it is creating several divisions of the monomial by a monomial. So 12 divided by 3 is a 4, and we subtract the exponent. 2 from 5 is 3, so 4x to the 3rd. Now, here's where we divide a polynomial by a monomial. Polynomial 12x to the 3rd minus 4x to the 2nd plus 8x divided by 2x. Just break this down into monomial divided by monomial. 12x to the 3rd divided by 2x minus 4x to the 2nd divided by 2x plus 8x divided by 2x. Any questions on how you break it down?
You say what?
Yeah, you divide the monomial.
What you say?
Yes, Audrey, you had a question?
Yeah, I think to go back over that again. You said
Okay,
you do what?
whenever you divide a polynomial by a monomial, break this down where each term is divided by the monomial. So the 12x to the 3rd is divided by the 2x. The minus 4x to the 2nd is divided by the 2x. And the 8x is divided by the 2x. You got it?
Okay. Okay, yeah.
And then you just do, now it's just monomials, right? Monomial over monomial. Monomial, mono, one term. 12 over 2 is 6. 1 from 3 is 2. That's how we got x to the 2nd. Remember your rules of exponents. Minus 4 over 2 is a minus 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's 2x to the 1 or 2x. Then 8 over 2 is 4 and x over x is 1. So your answer is 6x to the second minus 2x plus 4. Any questions on that example? Questions? Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, here's another one. 14x to the third plus 10x divided by 2x. Notice we broke it down into monomial over monomial. 14 divided by 2 is 7. X to the third divided by x. 3 minus 1 for the powers, and we get a 2. And then 10x over 2x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. X divided by x is 1. 7x to the second plus 5 is our answer. Questions?
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody follow that example?
other side. And on the other side, I didn't see that.
You don't see it, Audrey?
No, I was on the other side.
Okay. Do you see the 14x to the third plus 10x divided by 2x?
Yes.
Okay. And we just broke it down into monomial divided by monomial. So we have 2 monomials divided by a monomial. Here's another one. 20y to the 7th minus 3y to the 5th plus 17y to the 4th, all divided by y to the 3rd. We broke it down into separate monomials. You don't need a 1 there. Okay, and 20y to the 7th divided by y to the 3rd minus 3y to the 5th divided by y to the 3rd, and 17y to the 4th by y to the 3rd. Okay. And we got our answer, 20y to the 4th minus 3y to the 2nd plus 17y.
Where's that?
Now, I want you to do these. These are for you to do.
Says 20y to the what? 20y.
16x to the 5th minus 4x to the 3rd minus 20x to the 2nd divided by 4x to the 2nd. So I want you to do that one. Tell me your answer.
Where's that now? Right or left? Oh, got it.
Question, Audrey?
This is on the right hand side or the left hand because it's facing you. So
No,
Yeah.
this is one for you to practice. 16x to the 5th minus 4x
Okay.
to the 3rd minus 20x to the 2nd divided
Okay.
by 4x to the 2nd. Remember, you're dividing by the coefficients and you're applying the rules of exponents for the division of the exponents.
Okay.
So
And you know, when you're dividing exponents, you subtract the powers, right?
8 to the 5 divided by
Nice, easy numbers. Anybody got the answer? Latoya, you have the answer?
Yeah,
What is the answer?
that's a new one.
Practice right here.
It's 4x squared. 4 into 16, 4.
What's your answer, Latoya?
Four into 16, 4.
where's the second third? One.
Then you multiply. 4x to the 3rd.
Okay, so let me just copy that. So you got 4x to the
One
3rd.
is 4x to the 3rd.
Okay, so let me make
Okay,
that a
one.
3. Okay.
But you ain't got no more
And
points.
Latoya, what's the next?
4.
X minus X
Minus X
Mhm.
and
minus 5.
minus 5.
So when you're dividing, you subtract the exponents.
Okay, everybody got that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the answer.
X.
16x to the 5th divided by 4x to the 2nd. 4 and the 16 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3.
Mhm.
And here 4x to the 3rd divided by 4x to the 2nd. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 4 over 4 is 1. So that's just x to the 1. And then
Yes.
20 over 4 is 5. That's minus 20 over plus 4 is a negative 5. X to the 2nd over x to the 2nd is 1. So you just get minus 5. Maureen, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay,
got
so
that too.
okay, you got it, Audrey?
Yeah.
Okay, so now do number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, now we do it.
Number 2. Nice, easy numbers to work with. Get whole numbers when you divide. What's your first expression, Maureen? 12x to the 10 divided by minus 6x to the 3rd. What do you get?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm only asking you the first one.
Oh,
12x to the 10th power divided by minus 6x to the 3rd. What do you get?
I get 6x,
Okay,
right?
6x, right? But remember, this is 12x to the 10 divided by minus 6x to the 3rd. So will this be plus or minus?
Minus.
A minus.
Minus, that's right. Very good, Maureen. Okay, now what's the power on the x?
And which should be 3 from 10 to 7, right?
That's it. Very good. 3 from 10 is 7. So that's 7. Okay, Audrey, what about the next one? Let's go to the next term. Minus 30x to the 7th
Okay.
over minus 6x to the 3rd. What does that give you?
No, negative 5x to the 4th.
Minus over minus gives
Plus.
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 That's right, Latoya, plus.
5. Yeah, I got plus 5.
Okay, now 30 over 6 is 5. You said 5. Now
Mhm.
x to the 7th over x to the 3rd give you what's the power of x, Audrey?
4.
4. That's correct. Okay. Now we're at the minus 18x to the 6th.
You got one number there wrong. You said 6 into 30 is 5, but you got 6 into 36.
That's it. Thank you. Okay. Now we're at minus 18x to the 6th divided by minus 6x to the 3rd. Latoya, what do you get?
Plus 2x
Yep,
to the
it's a
3rd.
plus. Wait a minute. Okay, so you got a plus what?
2x to the 3rd.
No.
18 over 6?
3.
Oh, 3x to the 3rd.
Thank you.
Mm.
Plus 3x to the 3rd. Okay,
Right.
here we go. And the last one, Audrey, 54x to the 4th divided by minus 6x to the 3rd. What do you get?
9x to the 4th or 9x.
You get a plus or minus.
Plus.
Plus over minus gives
Plus.
Minus.
What is the plus?
plus divided by
Plus
minus gives
divided
what,
by minus
Audrey?
is plus.
No, unlike
I
gives you
think that's plus.
negative. Plus over minus
Yeah.
gives minus.
Plus over
Remember you
minus is
sign rules for multiplication, division. Unlike
plus.
signs give negative
Plus
for
over
division
minus.
and multiplication.
Oh, I had it like that.
All right,
Okay.
so what's 54 over 6, Audrey?
It's negative 9.
That's a
X.
9, and x to the 4th over x to the 3rd is what?
It's 9x.
That's it, 9x. 4 minus 3 is
Okay.
1.
1.
That's
So
your
that one.
answer. Maureen, you
Mhm.
got that?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, now, if you
Yes,
have
mhm.
more than one variable, you do it the same. I want you to do this one. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it or what to do, but convert each one of these from polynomial over monomial to 3, excuse me, monomial divisions.
Let's see.
So do that and tell me your answer.
Which number is that? This is in which station at? Left or right?
I'm at the left, right here.
Okay, not on the left side. Okay, my left side. So she said, do what it is now?
Okay, it's a division, but you've got 2 variables, but it's the same principle. I want you to do this one. You're gonna divide each one of these terms by this term. And I want you to tell me your answer.
Okay, take me the time to do this.
Yeah.
X to the 4y. Second y
That's crazy.
minus 32. X
Oh,
third y to the second.
yeah.
All right, Miss Barbara, I think I got an answer.
Okay, what did you get, Audrey?
I got that.
X to the third, y to the third, x to the second y, and 4xy.
Okay, let me just copy
Hmm.
this. Okay, now let me just, okay. So you said you got, what was your first term?
2x to the third, y
Okay,
to the third.
2x to the 3rd. Okay, so let's put a 3 here. So you see, this is a 3, right? And what's the y is what? the power of the y?
3 is 2.
At 2, okay, so power of the y you have as 2, all right. Now, what about your second term? What did you get? Oh, you don't need an underline here.
Okay.
Okay, so the first term, 2x to the third, y to the second. So what's your
Yes.
second term?
X to the second.
Okay, so let's take this out. Change this to a 2. Okay. No y. Okay, and what's the last one?
4x. 4x. 4x 2. 4xy.
4xy. No, power of 1 on each. 2x to the third, y to the second, minus x to the second, minus 4xy. Does anybody have a different answer? Latoya, what did you get?
3 is 2.
Latoya,
That's what I got.
you got the same answer?
Yeah.
Maureen, what did you get? Maureen?
The honest one I didn't get to yet was the 32.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what it
What
is.
did you get, Maureen, is your answer?
I get, but I don't finish it because I was doing the last one when it was starting. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't finish this one.
And then I'm gonna divide the 8 by the 32. Yeah.
Okay, so do that.
I do it now. I done it.
Okay, so what's your final answer?
4xy.
Okay, so you have the same answer.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the correct answer. All right. That's the answer. Very good. So it works the same, right? Even though you have 2 variables here, same thing. Break it up. This term divided by the divisor, this term divided by the divisor, and this term divided by the divisor.
Mhm.
Any questions on polynomials divided by monomials? Okay, now I have here, let's see. Okay, I have here a word problem I want you to do. We're gonna look at some polynomial word problems.
Oh,
Okay, so I want you to read this one and solve for X.
I hate word problems. See,
You love word problems, I'll tell you.
no,
I'd be disappointed if you didn't have at least one on your home. You know you like puzzles and kind of things, so you like word problems. Okay, Maureen, you want to read number 1?
Point number 1. So
A
the
taxi
taxi
driver.
driver want to know how much he would have to drive to earn $100. If the meter charges the customer a rate of $3.50 a mile, and the driver gets half of that, this can be written in a polynomial form as 1/2 equals to $3.50 parentheses, allowing the polynomials to equal 100 and solve for X. Produce your answer.
Okay, so he wants to find how much would he have to drive to earn $100. So I need you to solve this. How much would this taxi driver have to, how many miles would he have to drive to earn $100 at the rate of $3.50 a mile, and he gets half of that? So I need you to solve that. Tell me how much he would get. I mean, how many miles he would have to drive to earn $100. Give you a chance to set it up and then solve it.
Mhm.
So you're looking for the distance in miles the driver must do to make $100. Everyone understand how you set it up?
Not really.
Audrey, you know how you set it up?
Well, I set up mine like I don't know if I have it in the words though. I put 350 divided by half plus 100 divided by half, and then I add the two together.
Well, you got partially right. Latoya, how did you set
Possibly.
it up?
I put a half outside time 350 in the parentheses times 100 for my X.
Mm.
That's what I did.
Okay, what did you put? Let me write what you said. You put what?
I said nothing. I put the half outside and the $3.50 inside the parentheses. And I times it times 100.
You times it times 100?
Yeah, times 100. My X was 100.
So you put 100 here,
Yeah, that's how I did it.
and then you put that equal what?
That's it. And then I work it out.
Okay, so no, what's your equation?
I didn't do no equation. I said distance in miles. That's what I did.
So what did you get for the number of miles?
Equal, let me say the problem, sir.
What was your number of miles?
Oh, equal? You want the answer?
Yes, what's the number of miles?
I said a half of 350 is 175.
So how many miles did your cab driver drive to earn $100? What was your answer?
1750.
1750?
I divide a half time into 350 times 100. That's how I did it.
So what was your answer in miles?
Then I got stuck. I didn't know what to do with this stupid part. I told you, I'm half asleep. That's what I know if you do the first part. The other part, I'm not getting it. I don't know what to do.
Okay. The 1/2 times the 350,
Mhm.
350. Okay.
175.
Times X, the number of miles, is equal to $100.
Mhm.
That's the equation.
Okay.
Now solve this for X.
Do we do it as a proportion, Miss Barbara?
Miles,
50 to 100.
let's see, miles over amount equal miles over amount.
100.
I guess you could,
250.
but the only thing is you only have the one amount here. All right, that's the $100 you want to find. So this is not really ratio proportion. In other words, 350 is what the cost is.
For one
That's
person.
the meter. 350 a mile, actually. So
Okay,
it's
one.
350 a mile,
Mhm.
and half of that goes to the cab driver.
Right.
And the amount per mile times number of miles is equal to the amount.
Mhm.
That's why we have half of the
That's
350 times the
and half
number of miles X is equal to the amount that's earned. We want to know how many miles he'd have to drive to get $100. This is $100.
Like 75 miles.
No. How would you solve this equation for X?
Mhm.
1/2 times 350 times X. Latoya, how do you solve for X?
We subtract the 350 from the 500 from the 350.
No. What's 1/2 of 350?
175.
That's right. So that would be
75 plus 100.
1.75x equal 100. Audrey, how do you solve for X?
You subtract the 100 from both sides.
No.
Oh,
X is connected to 1.75 by multiplication.
So you
What's the
divide.
opposite? That's right. You have to divide both sides by 175.
Okay, I'm already saying, yeah. I know it's something like that, but I can't remember exactly how. Oh, man.
Now do that. What do you get? Now put it underneath simplification. Okay, divide that by 175. And what's your answer? Okay.
57 miles.
That's it. You got it, Audrey. Very good. So it will be 57 miles. That's how far he would have to drive to get $100.
Mm,
Don't need a underline here. That's your answer. 57 miles. You got it?
mhm, mm,
See, it's the setup. You have to set up the amount he
Mhm.
makes times number of
Mhm.
miles should be equal to $100. So this is amount per mile time number of miles is equal to the amount. So that's how you set it up and then solve for it. So 57 miles would be the answer. 57 miles to get $100. Got it?
mhm.
Okay. Let's do another word problem. John works in a lab. His recent weekly pay, including overtime, is represented by the polynomial 40h plus 20 times the expression h plus 1.5h. That's time and a half, right?
Mhm.
H is the standard pay per hour. If
Yeah.
his hourly pay is $32 an hour, what is his total pay for this pay week? Notice he worked 20 hours overtime. So I want you to find his total pay for the week.
Okay.
Solve that and tell me how much was John's total pay for the week. Notice you're given his pay per hour. You're going to need that $32. Right? And you're given a polynomial that represents his recent pay. There it is right there. There's the polynomial.
Plus time and a half.
All right. Solve that for his total pay for the week.
You work 40 hours plus 20 hours at time and a half, you see?
Yeah, you got it right here. Hour plus 1/2 hour. That's what time and a half is.
Yeah.
20
So
is the number of
that's what I get for
hours.
20 hours
Yeah, he worked 20 hours overtime.
overtime.
That's
Right. Okay.
represented right here in this
Okay.
polynomial. See,
Okay.
the 40 is his regular hours, the 20
Right.
is his
Right.
overtime hours. But
Okay.
he gets an hourly rate, right? We call
Uh-huh.
H, and that's the $32.
Right.
But when he works overtime, he gets that 32 plus half of 32. So that's like
Right.
32 plus 16,
That's
right?
16. Right. Uh-huh.
Okay. So solve for his total pay for the week.
Okay. So they got 40. Okay. Guess it's 32 or $32. 32.
You understand how you solve
Yes.
this, Maureen?
For that, yes, 32.
I'm trying to figure out this Barbara.
Minus 40, yes, so 40.
Well, wherever you see that H, Maureen, you want to put the 32, because the $32 is how much he earns an hour.
40 by 2.
This expression right here represents his recent weekly pay. So for this pay week, you want to solve this expression, this polynomial.
That is for his regular week pay. Now for his overtime, he gets
Okay.
See, this amount right here is his total pay for that week.
okay, so I get $1,440.
That's equal. What did you get, Audrey?
$1,440.
$1,440. This represents
Okay, he get for his regular pay.
John's
His regular pay is $480,
total
right?
pay. Did you put the 32 in there? Total pay.
Okay, you multiply 32 by 40. The regular hours, that's like $1,280.
And then you multiply the 20 by the 48, right?
That's right. What was your total?
$1,440.
No, check your math, because it sounds like you're setting it up right, Audrey, but you're making a mistake in your calculation.
I'm looking to get someplace then. Okay, let me see what you went wrong. $480 is his regular pay. And then you get $16 plus 32
Let's see.
is 48. So
Forty.
$48. $48 for 20 hours. That's yes.
I get 2,400,
What is it?
You got one?
No,
2,240.
Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer, Maureen. You got it.
86
Because when you substitute this in,
dollars.
okay, let me just put in
Yeah,
the,
that is 16.
okay. So
What did you get?
this would be, Maureen has the right answer.
Uh,
This would be times
Mm,
32, right, Maureen? That's what Maureen had. Okay,
Yeah.
plus and 20. And 20 is 32 plus 16, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
32, putting the plus 16,
16, let me see what you get. Let me see what you get. Mistake.
right?
I
And
can't see
40 times 32, Maureen, you got 1280, right?
it.
Yeah.
1280. And then this one, you got 20 times 48,
Mhm.
all right? So that would be 1280 plus 960, right? 1280
Okay.
plus 960. And that gave you what, Maureen? 2240.
2,000. Yeah.
So that's equal to,
Yes.
okay, $2,240. That's what you got, Audrey?
Yes. Yeah.
So you got the same
So
thing. And
that's
that's your answer.
Okay. Yeah.
That's your answer. All right. Any questions? Any questions on anything we've gone over?
Not really, I see.
Okay, so let me just,